Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training.
All right, we are finally, what, 2.5 years later, getting some forward work done on Herb's truck. His 7.3. You guys have heard about it for years. Compound turbos, big injectors. As you can see, custom Hypermax Bedplate. Bedplate's amazing. The work they did there is awesome. It's pretty, I don't even know how to say it politely, pretty stupid that you pay this much money for a bedplate, you don't come with a dipstick. So we spent 6 hours yesterday measuring, fabricating, and making a dipstick and designing that for it to work. We'll go into that more later. I get it there for race cars, but like maybe that you should know that when you pay all this money that, hey, it doesn't come with a dipstick, so you can't check your oil. Because some of us are stupid and like to build trucks to make 1,000 horsepower and drive them on the street. So anyways, we're getting ready to torque that down right now. We already checked all of our clearances on and off a couple times, making sure that our clearances are good for the mains. So we're gonna go ahead and torque these down right now. I think it's 50, 125, and 200 foot-pounds for these. These are a 9/16 stud, I think, right? 9/16, 625.
Or 14.
Yeah, either or. They're basically a 6-liter head stud, 625 head stud in the bottom of this that are just shortened. So we're gonna go ahead and torque this thing down and get it rolling. We'll talk to you guys a little bit more once we get that torqued down about our cam in here from Justin at EcoDiesel Dynamics and how it's a one-off cut and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get this thing torqued.
I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits, excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in
there,
Manley rods.
Why did we go with Manley rods instead of the Cryos we had in there?
Manley's been around forever, and I don't know.
We had a long talk with Justin from EcoDiesel Dynamics about this, and aren't these form different too? Aren't the other ones off center?
Oh, I don't know. I'll go look.
I don't know. There was a whole conversation about all this. Don't exactly remember, but basically these should hold more horsepower, and they just have been around for longer. We had no issue with the Cryo rods. We liked them. We still have them. Same design?
Kind of. No, this is a...
But yeah, we didn't have any issues with the Cryos, but we got these on a deal, so yeah, I think these are a little bit lighter, to be honest. I don't know, I feel about the same. So I don't know, I guess we'll see. I mean, there's just supposedly you can hold a little more power with these, and he doesn't exactly know what he's gonna end up doing with this thing. So he's already been a little bit overkill on it as we speak. So we're gonna start throwing rods and pistons together, and then we'll get back with you in a minute. All right, where are we at now, Bert?
Putting pistons in.
Hell yeah. Me and Dalton got the all ring gap set up. What'd we do to her, Dalton? Made her a little looser, right?
Loose is fast.
A little bit loose for some safety with all the boost and horsey powers.
It's not just a boost. There's other things getting injected.
Yeah. So we got one piston in so far. Obviously all the numbers on each bore and to match the pistons are for the ring gap per cylinder. So we got that all set up. These are DDPM, Dynamic Diesel Performance and Machine pistons. Super beautiful pieces. We've got the, I think this is a 35 thousandths pocket for the valve relief. And then we've got a Deliped Fuel Bowl.
Hog cam.
You can see how those are square. So the Deliped Fuel Bowl as well for atomization.
Hog Daddy cam.
So we can move some fuel and power and let these things fire up. So obviously, like I said, Manley rods, dynamic diesel performance machine pistons. Got the Hypermax Bedplate. All that's torqued down to 200 foot-pounds and done. They're putting in the rods and pistons now. We already have the EcoDiesel Dynamics stage custom camshaft.
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty sweet. So
Thanks, Justin.
we'll get this assembly rolling and then we'll send you guys some videos. So I'm going to sit this thing, so hopefully I can hold it as steady as possible for you guys. I just ran out here real quick to the Burgundy truck. They're inside throwing that motor together still. I just didn't want to talk with all the noise and their music going on and everything inside while they put that together. Basically what we did on the ring gap, for anybody that's curious that wants to know, a lot of guys won't care. Some aren't interested, but again, I like to do the performance side of things. Generally, the piston on the top ring, the gap on the stock 7.3 is between 14 thousandths and 24 thousandths. We just gapped those to 28 thousandths. Shout out to Paul at DDPM, Dynamic Diesel Performance and Machine, for answering my phone call on a Sunday and helping me with that, what he suggested. Because they were right about 22 when we put the rings in already when we had got them. So those are his pistons and rings from him. So we went ahead and we went and got a ring file. Filed them all out, measured them all out to 28 thousandths. Got them all set up. So right now they're throwing in the rods and the pistons, the Manley rods. We could not find any information on the Manley rods on what to torque those bolts to. We got some saying 100 foot-pounds. We got some saying 63 to 66 foot-pounds. We couldn't figure it out. So null and void, another great company. I texted Justin from EcoDiesel Dynamics. Shout out to him. We're running his cam in the truck. And he hit me up right away. It's 100 foot-pounds, so he did confirm that for me, so I know that what I'm torquing them to is correct. So 100 foot-pounds of torque on the rods. So we're getting that thrown together right now. So we will have a short block shortly in just a few minutes, probably another 30-ish minutes. And I don't see any reason why we can't throw the heads on, get the heads torqued down, and try to go from there. So we will talk more. And I will show you guys some videos of the dipstick, how we extended it and built it, because the Hypermax Bedplate does not come with a dipstick. Blows my mind, but it's for race cars. I guess I get it. I just didn't know that. So anyone that's going to go be buying one of those and you plan on running it in a street truck or just running it even in a race truck, where you want to, check your oil, you're going to have to build your own dipstick. So I'll show you guys how we did that. We ended up putting it back in the pan. And just extending the dipstick tube, and the oil should come up inside of the actual dipstick itself in the tube. We should be able to measure the correct amount of oil still. We'll figure that out to make sure as we go once it's together, but we think we got that dialed in. So we got that dialed in. We got brand new ARP studs for it. Got surface heads with the valve job. Everything done to them. We're running I believe it's the MLX Cometic head gaskets from Justin again over at EcoDiesel Dynamics. So it should be pretty fun. We're gonna get this thing together as far as we can. Then we have to paint the block and get some other stuff powder coated red, valve covers and whatnot. So, but yeah, we're moving forward on it. Finally, we're working on it. It looks awesome. We're super excited to get this thing rolling. So keep watching as we put this engine together today, and we'll show you hopefully a long block by the end of the day.
Excuse me, the crash came when the cash came. Spend it for you get it like those rookies all on draft day. For the love like it's match game. Hit the ground running, really do it for my last name. They act different when the facts change. I'm not with the tip for tag games. In my own league I don't chase game. In my own league I don't hang with lanes. I know I've been quiet for a minute. I've been grinding still in it. I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. Now how could that be? Talking about who can be talking about me. Feeling like Stretch where I got all this reach. Feeling too blessed when I step on these beats. Now how could that be? I could beat the pressure, I could beat the 2-3. Jab, jab, hook, then I duck and I weave. It was never you, it was me versus me.
Okay, Bert and Dalton got the short block assembled. All the pistons in there with their matching holes. And what are you doing now, Bert? Throwing some lifters in there?
Yep.
What lifters are these?
Big Johns. Heavy duty lifters from DDPM.
These are they're DDPM, Dynamic Diesel Performance Machines. HDX lifters. These things are a freaking work of art. If you never want to replace your lifters again, put these in. They're amazing. I don't know all the specs to them. I could look them up and tell you guys,
All that
but
matters is they're proven.
they're beefier. They're way better. They're proven to make, or to last way longer. They're stronger. All of it. So that's what we decided to go with on this on our 1,000 horsepower 7.3 build. So we're gonna get these thrown in there, and then we're gonna get some heads put on this
Yeah,
thing.
you heard that right. 7.3 dinosaur power.
Welded cam gear. Should be good to go.
One.
So we've got all the HDX lifters from Dynamic Diesel Performance Machine in on this side. We're putting the remaining ones in on that side. Like I said, these things are a beautiful piece. So you can get these thrown in there. Herbie kept throwing them around.
Come on, guy.
A lot of guys will soak these overnight. We've had just as good of luck just getting them all lubed up and everything going right. So it's just personal preference. But we're getting this thing rolling. Get the rest of them in on this side. We'll get the lifter trays in, and then we'll start getting the heads on. So going together with these Cometic gaskets right now on here. So these are the MLX. So they've got the multiple layers of rolled steel for each combustion chamber, acting as a fire ring or O-ring, basically. So you don't have to run those. These are, Dalton's got the head. I don't know what number these are. I'll figure out what number they are. Is that thing heavy, dude?
Maybe. Small block Chevy, right?
Gentle. Set it down right there. Oh, yeah.
Is it just like a small block Chevy? No, I can hold 2 LS heads with one hand.
So these are, let me see if it's in here or not. So you can get these from Justin at EcoDiesel Dynamics. That's where you should buy them. That's where we got them from. He's a dude, but that is the part number, the thickness, and the bore we went with. So if you guys want a set of these for your truck or your build, that's where you're gonna get them.
What?
Look at that big old block, dude. Look at that belly just supporting that head.
Dude, I have to. See those comp 910s in there, boy? Woo!
We also got the valve springs from Justin EcoDiesel Dynamics.
Justin's a guy, dude.
Yeah, Justin is an
Real
awesome,
cool fella.
He's an awesome guy. He's like us.
He just likes making stuff be loud.
He's honest. He's true. He's built stuff. So we got a lot of those good guys on our side nowadays. So him and Paul from DDPM and Larry from SoCal Billet. Shout out to those guys, all helping us out with all these things. So we're gonna go ahead and get some studs thrown this thing, and we'll get back to you when we're torquing them. Yeah, Bert, we're rolling. What are these rockers you're assembling over here? Is there something special about these?
They're tested, made sure that there's no cracks in them and everything, and then they're cryo-treated.
Cryo-treated. What does cryo-treating mean?
It's when they get them really, really cold, and it makes all the molecules release and go back to their normal spot.
So it hardens them, basically, right?
No, it makes them stronger because there are no weak spots.
Okay. These are from Justin at EcoDiesel Dynamics. Shout out to him. We got quite a few parts for this build from him. The valve springs are from him. The rockers are from him. The camshaft is an EcoDiesel Dynamics cam. Stage, who knows? It's custom one-off cut. I'm sure there's other things we got from him as well, but those are a couple. Head gaskets. But yeah, he's throwing these together right now. We got the whole block all painted up and everything, and we are starting to get all these in. We're gonna turn the motor over, make sure everything's good, put all the injectors in that we've got from Holder's Diesel Performance here. These big old clunky girls, they're not 180/30s. Thanks, John, flowed by John. These are a 400/200 premium hybrid injector. So pretty good amount of fuel. Should be fun with the compound kit on this thing. And then we've got, obviously, the whole compound kit over here. You've got the manifolds. And you got the rest of the stuff. Obviously, all the crossover pipes. It's custom one-off compound kit. These are the up pipes. We got dual wastegates. This is the custom downpipe with the wastegate attachment. Other section of the downpipe. That's the air intake off the atmosphere charger. This is the intermediate pipe that goes between the two turbos. Then we've got all these lines. We do have a custom one-off regulator return. So he built us this block here. Fuel in and out and all that whatnot jazz. So we can run our own regulator return that fits with all this conundrum, because this is a incredibly crazy kit. So we got all the ports, maybe for some nitrous down the road, but yeah, we got all these nice lines, the drain lines. We probably spent $1,500 in V-band clamps. They're kind of everywhere. So this whole kit is V-band. There are no boots left over. Every point is V-band. That's why we have the flex pipes and flex joints in all of these pipes for stuff to have movement. And then this is the pedestal base. You can see bolts into the valley. So pretty sweet. All the fittings. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this kit. It looks amazing. This is also the drain for the valley, like that, for the dual drain. Here's the oil pan for the engine, the Hypermax Bedplate engine, and there's all these adapters and everything. Oh, here it is. Here's the intercooler. So this is the intercooler for it. It's a custom tank and everything. It's literally massive. So, I mean, I'm 6'8", I got big hands. It's huge. So, and again, it's V-band everything. It's all aluminum. He built these nice billet end tanks, which is pretty sweet. So it should flow really well. But again, we'll have to try it out and see. So that's all we got left. His atmosphere turbo isn't here. Sorry, I want to go outside while they're working in there. His atmosphere turbo is not here. We just shipped it out to Bullseye, and we're having to make it bigger. Again, this build kind of changed like 8 times, because when you're waiting, you know, and I understand things take time, don't get me wrong, but it's just, if you say something, try to be relatively around that time. You know, like I understood, you know, when we were at, you know, 8, 9, 10 months, maybe even a year, but when he said 6 months and it took a year and 7 months, it was just too much. But anyways, regardless from that, the guy does great work. We appreciate everything he did. Just wish it was a little bit faster. That whole time, the build just changed and changed and changed. So initially, it was just going to be a girdled 7.3 main studs, head studs, stage 2 cam. It had a Colt in it. We got rid of that. And some compounds. So the initial plan was 468, which we already had on the truck as a single from Bullseye. And then we were going to do the 485 that I had over it, was his original plan with the 250-100s. And it's going to be a super clean running tow rig that was fast, fun, and rowdy. And then it just excelled. We were like, oh, well, we'll just go with, you know, we're going to get bigger injectors, because, you know, now we got the 6.7 tow rig with compounds on stock fuel. It does amazing. Tows 15,000 pounds at 900 degrees up major hills. So we're like, we don't really need it to tow now. Not that we're still not going to try to make it tow, because we're just stupid. We like to push the limits, but we are going to throw those 400 200s in there. We were going to do 300 200s. I don't know how we ended up with 400 200s today. We ordered all that stuff from Holders. We're all just bad influences on each other. So that happened, but 400 200s now we upgraded the Valley charger to a 472, and the atmosphere is getting upgraded to a 488. So we should be relatively, I mean, we should be 1,000 horse, I hope. We'll see. The truck's on 37s, and we're going to dyno on 37s. So we'll see what happens, but we should be definitely knocking on the door 4 digits, if not well into the 900s. So we'll see what happens. A lot of new stuff we haven't done before, so that's what's fun about it. But I'm going to get back in here, and we're going to get this thing put together and try to get it a complete long block. Maybe even get the Hpops and stuff in it. We can't get the Hpops in it. We got to drop the motor in the frame first, because it's got dual Terminator Hpops. So our little lifting eye we built for it is in that spot under those. So, but we'll get that done, and then we're still going to lift the cab up and clean the frame and pressure wash everything, and then PR15 it and seal it. And then we'll throw the motor in and start going from there. So keep you guys updated.
Cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out in the place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid.
All right, you gotta kind of bear with me, guys. The weather out here is terrible. It's raining. It's been pouring rain, but we got to get this thing pressure washed and cleaned so we can start coating it with some Pour 15 chassis black paint. This stuff dries like rock hard and leaves a good little like semi-gloss finish and prevents rust. It hits all three categories. So right now we're getting ready to get this thing pressure washed, and then we'll get it inside, start spraying it, and then my dad's gonna keep working on the motor while I'm getting all this handled. Actually, you apply this stuff with a brush for that, actually. So it's gonna take a little bit. It definitely takes some fine tuning, but it looks really good when it's done. We're gonna do this first half of the frame. When we get the truck running, driving later, we'll take the bed off and do that portion of it. But that's what we're doing right now, and I'll give you an update where we're at with the engine in a minute once I get this pressure washed. Got the frame all washed and cleaned. We're just now starting to put on some of the POR 15, so we'll show you what it looks like when it's done and how good it turns out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the shop is an absolute disaster, so please ignore that. There's things everywhere. This truck has been broken for well over a year. And stuff's been tore apart, stored in the bed of it, just everything. A little sneak peek of what's ready right there. It looks insane. We're super happy with how it turned out. A lot of the stuff that's sitting on it currently is just mocked up. The up pipes, the pedestal, the manifolds, and then the extension on the front of it is also just mocked up. But for video purposes, I wanted to show you that extra portion. Everything else is finalized. The injectors are in it. The 400, 200s from Holder's Diesel are in it. All of the valve covers and everything are on. The oil pan's on. It's sealed up. Basically, we're really close to being ready to drop it in. So, with that being said, we'll go over some things. Off the frame, like I was showing you guys earlier, this is what it looks like finished. Well, mostly finished. As you can see, it's drying. It looks so much better than it did. I still have to finish that side over there and eventually get underneath the frame, as well as we're going to pull the bed later on to do that. But it looks so much better. It's a really good rust preventative. It has that nice semi-gloss finish. So if you guys want that stuff, we absolutely love it. We've been using it for years. Use a paintbrush. It is a little messy, but Pour 15 top coat works very well. So ready for the motor now. There's still a lot of things we have to do to this frame. You saw we took the gearbox off because we're doing a 2016 gearbox conversion. They work insanely well. We've done them on 2 7.3s already and a 6.4 or 2 6.4s. We got to make that oil cooler bigger. We've got one sitting somewhere here for it. Like I said, I'm sorry about the messy shop, guys. I don't know where everything's at. There's stuff everywhere. Anyways, it's here somewhere. We're putting a bigger oil cooler on it. And then just a couple of things, different steering stuff. Yeah, I gotta make the exhaust work and whatnot with the new downpipe section and everything as well. So, but let's go over the engine. So, this beautiful piece right here, you got your bed plate, new oil pan, valve covers, manifolds, all that. This is a sneak peek of what this compound kit's gonna be like, how tight these ride on here. I mean, it's a hell of a fit, that's for sure. So, but it looks absolutely gorgeous and insane. So, yeah, everything turned out really good. Those are just sitting on there as well, and these are just mocked up. Those are the only things. Everything else is tightened and finalized. So, but yeah, it turned out freaking amazing. The motor looks awesome. This thing's gonna be an absolute powerhouse. We're hoping for 1,000 plus on fuel, but those 37s might hinder that. But we're gonna try anyways. So, let's go over a few things in this engine just from start to finish so everybody knows. This is a PKP Motorsports in-house built Stage Unlimited 7.3. We went with the Manley rods. Paul from Dynamic Diesel Performance and Machine. We got his pistons in here, fly cut and delipped. We've got EcoDiesel Dynamics, Justin over there. We got his valve springs. His cryo-treated rockers in here. We've got his Stage custom one-off cut cam in here. The heads are just a factory set of heads that we had sent out, pressure checked and machined by our guy Brad. over at Outside Machine Services. Block was machined by him as well. And then obviously it's got the Hypermax Bedplate with the additional oil pan, all that other aftermarket stuff. The oil pan, the bed plate, the main studs, and then you've got the modified dipstick tube in there. And then I think there's one other thing. Oh yeah, we had the modified dipstick tube, sorry. Modified pickup tube is what I was talking about as well. This is an Ultra Diesel Performance compound kit from those guys. It's gonna be pretty gnarly. It came with all this stuff as well. And an intercooler too. It's gonna have a, where'd it go? It's a Warren Diesel Billet pump, low pressure oil pump, pretty sure. Yeah, it's right here somewhere. So Warren Diesel Billet low pressure oil pump for the front. Obviously just ARP 2000 studs. And I was incorrect, the ones in the bottom and the mains are also 2000s. They're just silver, they're not black like usual. So ARP 2000 studs, brand new set for that. Obviously like simple stuff, Ford water pump, blah, blah. We're gonna have the dual Terminator Hpops in here. We just don't have them set in yet because this lifting eye is gonna be in the way for that when we're putting the motor in. So we'll put those in once the engine's in. But yeah, this thing turned out freaking nasty. We are upgrading our chargers. So the one in the Valley is going to be a bullseye ball bearing 472. The one in the Atmosphere is going to be a bullseye 488 journal. This thing should be crazy. It should make some crazy power. Should absolutely annihilate these 37s. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We've got dual stage wastegates, one here, one above for both turbos. Kind of see how those work out. But yeah, overall this thing ended up freaking nasty. Powder coat job looks sick. They did a great job. There's fingerprints and stuff all over it, but they did a great job on that for sure. So love that. Shout out to Zach over there for powder coat and all this stuff for us. That's pretty much the gist of it. We're getting ready to throw this thing in the frame in the next video or so, and then we'll start putting everything else on it and assembling it. And yeah, it should be pretty nasty. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, you guys. This thing's gonna turn out nasty and insane. So just be ready for it. Oh yeah, there's the other bigger oil cooler right there compared to that one, much larger. So, but yeah, have a good evening and thanks for watching. There's that beautiful piece of equipment right there. Can't wait to see her running.